Hello, welcome to another episode of Healthier Solutions with Sissy Shayele. Today's topic is bleeding gums and how it's linked to heart diseases, not just toothache. Stay tuned. Welcome to Healthier Solutions. I hope that you are doing well and that you are not allowing our current situation with the COVID-19 to get you down. So today's topic, bleeding gums and how it's linked to other diseases, not just toothache. Bleeding gums is linked to heart disease, not just toothache. Who hasn't experienced it? This health condition is so widespread, with 90% of adults having it. Bleeding gums is linked to heart disease, strokes, and diabetes. The first sign of bleeding gums usually shows that your immune system is under attack. So bleeding gums is a major warning sign from your body that your whole immune system is under heavy attack. Immune system compromise that can affect your whole wellness, not just your mouth. This is why I have written a short and practical ebook about it. So this ebook outlines more about bleeding gums and the different ways this health condition affects us. So if you'd like to get my ebook, this can be downloaded from my website at www.wellnessgirl.com. So bleeding gums is more than toothache and tooth loss. Bleeding gums affect the health of our teeth, leading to receding gums. That's when the margin of gum tissue around the teeth wear away. Toothache and the dreaded visit to the dentist chair. Nobody likes that. Fun fact, untreated gingivitis, and that's bleeding gums, left without any care can and does worsen to the extent that the affected teeth need to be removed, that's extracted, to stop the pain and prevent infection spreading to other teeth and organs. Also, bleeding gum has a big impact on the way we look and feel. All you have to do today, just check the market, check how many teeth whitening products are in the market today. Everybody wants whiter teeth, although the general health of the teeth should matter more than the whiteness. But for some reason, everyone wants white teeth, and we tend to forget that it's more than the white teeth, because the mouth is the first gateway into your body. Having a healthy mouth is very important. Imagine this: you have seen someone with blood pouring out of their gums. How likely are you to kiss them without any second thought? So you find that bleeding gums also affect our sex life, it affects our social life, and it's linked to heart diseases. Do you suffer from bleeding gums? Does this pose as a barrier that makes you feel squeamish and uncomfortable? I mean, it's a condition that people don't really like to talk about. But it's something that, a lot of us, going by the percentages that have bleeding gums and gingivitis, that's when your gum is infected. It's said to be over 90% of adults are having this condition at one time or the other. So, it's easy to see why people would feel squeamish, about kissing other people. In my own case, kissing anyone without thinking about what could be locking their mouth, became a real issue. after my first year of training as a dental hygienist. So as soon as I started this training, I just feared that I would never be able to kiss any man without seeing the mouth germs and the plague that I had seen under the microscope during my training. So when a man talked to me, the first thing I looked at was his mouth, his teeth, before anything else. Some people talk about how the first thing they see about a man is his height. Some say is the shoes. In my own case, what I was most interested in was his mouth. So this was a big barrier for me. This is how I this is how I overcame this first barrier. So once I met someone with a nice smile, handsome guy, but this fear I had about mouth germs, it actually became a reality. Though I liked him very much, the thought of kissing him was another matter. As a matter of fact, we broke up. Not kissing him was his biggest issue. That's actually why we broke up. He could not understand why kissing was a no for me, and I could not understand why he failed to realize that. All I saw anytime he tried to kiss me was germs, tooth plague. Well, it took me years, but I eventually got over this. How do you ask? Regular sessions of teeth scaling and polishing. Not mine, the man I eventually kissed, he first had to have regular sessions of tooth scaling and teeth polishing before I felt confident enough to be able to kiss him. So you can see in my case, kissing a man was a big issue just for the fact that, I had looked into the mouth with illuminating mirrors, that showed germs, that showed, different things in the man that, just made it difficult for me to actually kiss someone after looking in patients' mouths. It was just a big issue. It took me years, but I eventually got over this. So back to the health hazards of baby gums. Like I said, it's much more than losing your teeth. You can get complications if you already have diabetes, for example. Having bleeding gums can cause further complications for you. Bleeding gums has been linked to heart diseases, it's been linked to strokes, it's been linked to Alzheimer's disease, to mention just a few health conditions that has been linked to bleeding gums. So this is today's episode, bleeding gums, and how it's more than just losing your teeth. It's linked to Alzheimer's, it's linked to strokes, it's linked to diabetes. So feel free to ask me any question you think I can help with regarding gum disease. Remember, protect yourself and family from unnecessary pain and health expenses. If you'd like to know more, get my ebook from my website, and I'm sure that this will help because I try to lay it out in a very practical, handy way that shows everything that you need to know about preventing bleeding gums and other health complications. Thank you for listening. You have been listening to Healthier Solutions with Sissy Shirley. With the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, more than ever before, keeping ourselves in optimal wellness is of utmost importance. The more we care for our wellness, the more we can resist infections. This is why today's topic has been on bleeding gums. This issue affects so many people. Over 90% of adults suffer from bleeding gums. The mouth, I would say, is a gateway to the body. Some people say the skin is the gateway to the body. I believe the mouth is the gateway to the body, which is why we have been talking about bleeding gums today. What do you believe is the gateway to health? Do you think is the skin, or do you think is the mouth? I leave you with this question. Let me know what you think. Thanks for listening. Please share this podcast with friends and loved ones. I wish you a very blessed week. Take care now.